Well, good morning and welcome to our Do the Right Thing ceremony. Today we're excited to honor the winners from November and December. So we have a couple extra this month. We want to thank you for being here today to celebrate and for supporting this awesome program. Do the Right Thing is a collaborative effort of several organizations, including the St. Louis Metropolitan Police Department, the St. Louis County Police Department, the Southern Illinois Police Chiefs Association, the St. Louis Area Police Chiefs Association, St. Louis Community College District, Commerce Bank, the Magic House, the St. Louis Science Center, St. Louis Chess Club, Chick-fil-A, the Shrine of Our Lady of the Snows, where we are today, of course, and of course, KMOV Channel 4. Yay! Round of applause. And what's so great is that these partners work together to recognize the good things that the children in our community are doing, which is remarkable. The children, of course, are the future. So the things you're doing are paving the pathway for the future. Now I'd like to introduce some important participants of Do the Right Thing. At the helm of this marvelous program are 4 police chiefs. Now I'd like to introduce Captain O'Toole, representing Chief John Hayden Jr. of the St. Louis Metropolitan Police Department.
Good morning. Congratulations for doing the right thing, and just a reminder that the time is always right to do the right thing. So I'd like to take the time to recognize the family, parents, grandparents, and everybody else who've done your part to help raise these children in the right way. And in addition, to thank all the educators who took the time, because like police officers, you got in your occupations for the money too. So thank you all for doing the right thing. Congratulations.
Thank you, Captain O'Toole, for your continued support of Do the Right Thing. Now allow me to introduce, representing Chief John Belmer, we have of the St. Louis County Police Department, Captain Jim Schneider.
Well, thank you. Chief Belmer is very sorry he couldn't be here today, but this is actually my favorite thing to do, is substitute for him for this event. I love to hear your stories of all the wonderful things that you guys have done. So I want to congratulate, on behalf of John Belmer, everybody who's been nominated and all the people who nominated all these wonderful kids. So thank you very much. It's an honor to be here.
And now let me introduce our host, the East Alton Police Department, Chief Darren Carlton, and the president of the Southern Illinois Police Chiefs, who would like to speak about Do the Right Thing.
On behalf of the Southern Illinois Police Chiefs, I want to congratulate all the parents first, educators and everything, for nominating your kids for Do the Right Thing. Congratulations to you for being those parents, those educators, but most of all, I want to congratulate the students for winning Do the Right Thing. It's very important that everybody does the right thing, and when we listen to your stories today, we're going to be touched by the things that you did. I appreciate this every month that I get to come out and do this. I enjoy it also. Congratulations again, and good job.
We also have some members of the Board of Directors of Do the Right Thing program. Would the Board of Directors that are here please stand? And does everybody have a program? Okay. So some little tips for you today. The back of today's program explains that today's group shot will air on KMOV tonight during our 6 o'clock broadcast. So when you get home, set your DVRs a few minutes before, a few minutes after. You don't want to miss that. Also, you can refer to KMOV in the near future. Our YouTube channel will have today's entire ceremony posted there, so you can send it to your family if you'd like to do that. Also, if you refer to the front of your program, at the bottom of it, labeled in blue, is a website address to Do the Right Thing. And then on the inside of your program that has the Facebook page, please reference them to see each individual child's story told during today's ceremony. And of course, please like them and reference them for the latest information about our program and the pictures and stories featuring our monthly winners. Well, today's monthly honorees are considered our special winners. They were chosen from a pool of 100 nominations. And now I would like to introduce these wonderful children and tell you why they're being honored today. So we're going to start with Abigail Boyer. She's a student at Grant Middle School. Come on up. So as we start off 2020 with the first ceremony, we're excited to celebrate the variety of kids who have stepped up or stood out for their actions, making a ripple or a wave of positivity that comes from them within their communities. Abigail was nominated by Stacy Schulte, who shared with us this story. Abby has such a big heart. She's always looking for ways to make the lives of classmates and community members better. In 6th grade, she organized a fundraiser where she made and sold items to help send a student to camp. She raised $100. This year, she's created a school-wide Acts of Kindness challenge to encourage everyone in the school to be kinder to others. She's willing to help with cutting and tying bags for the Bags to Mat Homeless Project. Once a month, she volunteers to help serve others during a luncheon at the Greek church. She's always coming to see me with ideas to make our school a better place. I love her kind heart and empathetic nature. Wow. What an awesome mission that you are on. Thank you to her kindness and compassion. Her school and community has someone ready to make a difference and make their school a better place. So today, we're recognizing Abigail Boyer for doing the right thing. Awesome job, and we are so proud of you. Is Miss Stacy Schulte here? Will you stand, please? We want to thank you for nominating Abigail. Okay, Abby, what would you like to be when you grow up?
It's an architect. The building plans and blueprints of businesses and buildings.
Very awesome. That's really good. Okay, you can sit down. Thank you. Okay, up next we have a quartet. We have Rachel Duffy, Zach Duffy, Jaden Rhodes, and Jordan Spanley from Smithton School. Making a difference comes in so many ways, some big, some little, but they all make an impact. Recognizing the effort is part of who we are as an organization, and we couldn't be prouder to recognize these four here. Vicki Norton, who nominated them, stated, "On Thursday, November 21st, a mother and her son came into the office to ask if they could speak to me for just a few minutes. I told them that I would be happy to speak with them. Carson, a student who over the years has been known for not playing so well with others, wanted to share a revelation that he had recently experienced. Little didn't I know the magnitude of the story he was about to share. He said that he'd been reading a lot lately about bullying in school. As he read it, he realized he fit the description of a bully. He reflected back to some of the things he'd done to others and felt great remorse and sadness. He had been feeling sad and alone most days. Yesterday was no different in the cafeteria. He sat alone. He was fighting back tears. He always sat alone at his 5th grade table. Little did I know that on this day, this was going to be different. All of a sudden, a 6th grade girl came over to the table. She sat across from him and began talking to him, asking if he was all right and if she and her other friends could sit with him. His face lit up and his spirit lifted. Someone was actually going out of their way to show kindness to me. Rachel Duffy, her brother Zach Duffy, Jordan Spanley, and Jaden Rhodes all came over to his table to try and cheer him up. Carson, as you can imagine, was beyond thrilled to have someone to sit with, to talk to, and just to make him feel accepted. A few students walked by and asked these 4 6th graders, "Why are you sitting with him?" Rachel said, "We're sitting with our new best friend." Carson was so impacted by this act of kindness that he couldn't wait to get home to share the story with his mom. Carson shared the story with his mom when he went home, and he said what those kids did at lunch that day made him want to be a different person, a much better person. He felt accepted, even though in the past he had bothered and maybe irritated some people to a great extent, just not understanding how to fit in. Carson wanted to share all of this with me this morning. I must admit, it brought tears to my eyes, and his mom's, and maybe even a few to Carson himself. These 4 6th grade students have no idea the tremendous impact that their act of kindness had on this one individual. He shared that he thought of one specific person whom he had had a very rough past with. He said, "Today I'm going to tell her how sorry I am for how I've treated her and that I'm a new person, a better person." He shared that he wasn't sure if she would accept his apology, but he felt that it was important to do it anyway, to just make things right. He explained that he knew why no one would sit with him at lunch after yesterday, and he wants to be the kind of person that these 4th, 6th graders are, caring for other people and looking for ways to help people. I would like to nominate those 4 students who saw a need and took the time to make someone's day special. Their kindness not only made a difference that one day, but it's having a lasting impact on this one lonely person, Carson. I can't begin to say how proud I am of those students and how proud I am of Carson for his wisdom, maturity, and his desire to be the best person he can be. And our judges also agreed. Thank you to their commitment to make a difference and a chance to make a new friend. They're making a difference in their school's community. Is Mrs. Vicki Norton here? Thank you. And Carson is also here. Carson, you can come up here. We'll just go down the line and have everybody tell us what they'd like to be when they grow up.
I'd like to be a vet.
I like to be a basketball player or a veterinarian too.
Nice.
I would like to be a police officer.
You're in the right room.
Run in the Summer Olympics.
Very cool. Carson?
I would like to be a doctor.
I love it. Okay, thank you. Our next student is Daniel Eller. Making an impact is why Daniel's here. He made an impact. Cheryl Corso, who nominated him, said, "On my way home from school in their mother's van, Maddie, Daniel's youngest sister, was playing with her seatbelt. She was pulling it out, pulling it in, and somehow it got wrapped around her neck. She started becoming strangled in the seatbelt. As it grew tighter across her neck, she couldn't move. So Daniel hopped in the back seat and told Maddie to stay calm. He tried to unwrap it from her neck, but the seatbelt became tighter and tighter. Their mother quickly pulled over, and Daniel quickly went to the front seat and got the seatbelt cutter from the glove compartment. He helped saw through the seatbelt to save Maddie and allow her to breathe. Daniel used a cool and calm approach in a very serious situation that ended up saving his sister's life. Thanks to his amazing bravery in an emergency and calmly recognizing a need for immediate action, his sister is safe. So today, we're recognizing Daniel Eller for doing the right thing. Wait. Miss Cheryl Corso, are you here? She's not? That's okay. Daniel, what would you like to be when you grow up?
I would like to be a dermatologist when I grow up.
Oh, I like that. We all need one of those. Anaya Ellis from Ferguson Middle School. This young lady is amazing. Carletta Washington, who nominated her, stated, "Anaya successfully completed a project for her English class. While she was cleaning a local park on a Saturday morning, a lady approached her to ask why she was cleaning the park. Well, Anaya explained that she had chosen to do this for part of her class project to help influence positive change within the community, and that she hoped somehow connect this activity to a charity. The lady, Miss Fuller, was so excited that she later approached Anaya with her mother with a check in her hand. At their car, as they were pulling off the lot, although Anaya had not selected a charity, Miss Fuller was still inspired to make a $25 donation. During class, Anaya called a few charities. Catholic Charities of St. Louis was the first to answer. Anaya made a connection with them, and she worked with me to write a letter to accompany Miss Fuller's donation. Recently, Mr. Tuvino, Chief Development Officer, and his staff sent a return letter praising Anaya for her efforts and an offer to speak to all of our students. Of all of my students, Anaya's project truly met the goal of inspiring change and motivating those within the community, which is why I'm recommending her for your prestigious award, and we could not agree more. Thanks to her compassion and dedication to the community, she's making a difference in the world around her. So today, we're recognizing Anaya Ellis for doing the right thing, and we are so, so proud of you. Okay, tell me what you'd like to be when you grow up.
I would like to be an interior designer.
Oh. Got a couple of rooms to decorate. We've got 3 more. This is going to be Janiah Franklin, Mackenzie Carps, and Destiny Withers from Douglas School.
Congratulations, all of you. Good job.
Stepping up to help others is a great way to capture this nomination. These 3 were nominated by Sheila Thrice, who stated, "One day during recess, a little first-grade girl fell on the playground, and she began crying. Janila, Mackenzie, and Destiny ran over to her and asked her if she was okay. They checked on her and saw that she was hurt, so they saw that she had a sore on her leg and it had started to bleed. They jumped into action, one holding the first grader's hand to calm her down, while the other 2 students went to get a supervisor. The fact that they stopped playing with their friends to check on the first grader, who shows them that they have not only empathy but compassion for someone else. This amazing display of character is exactly what we as teachers and parents try to teach these 3, and they have definitely learned that lesson. For this act of kindness and concern shown to another person is the reason why I nominated them for the Do the Right Thing Award. Thanks to their compassion and kindness, a schoolmate now has someone that they know they can count on. So today, we're recognizing Janila Franklin, Mackenzie Carfs, and Destiny Withers for doing the right thing. Awesome job, y'all. Is Miss Sheila Trice here? Thank you for your nomination. Okay, Janila, what would you like to be when you grow up?
A police officer.
Lots of recruits for you today. Mackenzie, what would you like to be?
A teacher.
Destiny, what about you?
I would like to be a doctor.
Very good. Thank you, ladies. Jalen Lattimore, Ferguson Middle School. Jumping in with a hand is exactly what we're looking for here. Jalen was nominated for this award by Trisha Watson, who stated, "Jalen found wireless earbuds valued at $160 sitting on a desk before first hour. He brought it to my attention and gave them to me. I later found out they belonged to our night custodian, Antonio, who was thrilled to get them back. Jalen could have easily thrown them out, kept them, or gave them away, but he showed great responsibility and integrity and turned them in." That is amazing. You know, not a lot of people would have done that, so that is great. Thanks to his integrity and compassion, he was able to help a school staff member and show how responsible he can be. So today, we're recognizing Jalen Lattimore for doing the right thing. Is Trisha Watson here?
Actually, it was me, Mary Courage.
Oh, very cool. Well, thank you for your nomination. Jalen, what are you looking forward to being when you grow up?
An NBA player, probably.
It's a good one. Brian, you're next. Can you tell me how to pronounce your last name?
Lopez Plago.
Lopez Plago. All right. This is Brian Lopez Plago. He is a student at Union Elementary School. Brian was nominated by Christine Todd, who said, "Brian is an all-around great kid. He is always willing to help anyone at any time. He's there to help solve a problem, and that is that one of his classmates has. Brian is looked up to in our classroom and our school. There is never a time that Brian is not wanted as a partner or a group teammate. His classmates look to him as a role model, and when he's working with a student, he doesn't just give them the answers. He explains how he got the answer and even makes them work another problem out that's like the original one. He's a great student teacher to his peers. We recently had a new student that came to Union School that spoke very little English. Even though the student isn't in our class, and Brian speaks both English and Spanish, he has befriended the student, so the student just feels right at home. At lunch, Brian finds the student and sits with him to make sure he's comfortable. Before going to lunch every day, he's sure to tell his teacher, 'Have a great lunch,' with a smile on his face. This is the way that he comes into school every day, with a smile on his face and great character in his heart. Brian is a great example of what true character is, and we here at Do the Right Thing could not agree more with that. Thanks to his kindness and compassion, he has shown others an example that they can look up to. So today, we're going to recognize Brian Lopez Plago for doing the right thing. You're a great role model, and we're very, very proud of you. Is Miss Todd here? In the back of the green. Thank you so much. What would you like to be when you grow up?
Cop.
Recruits after recruits today. Thank you. Isabella Moniz? Did I say that right? Okay. From Smithston School. You ready? Miss Michelle Smith, who nominated Isabella, stated, "I would like to nominate Isabella Moniz for doing the right thing. Isabella is the kind of student who is very kind, compassionate, and loving. Through her words and actions, she continually displays this to students and staff at Smithton on a daily basis. The 6th grade class took a field trip to Merrimack Caverns back in October. Isabella chose to hang with a classmate that's not in her regular friend group. She not only sat with him on the bus playing games with him, together they explored the cave, making sure that neither of them missed a cool thing on the tour that the tour guide was pointing out, or a slope or a step, so they could safely get through the caverns together. Together, they had a great time laughing while carefully exploring and navigating the cave. While it would have been easier for Isabella to hang with her friend, she spent the day with another classmate who's not in her friend group to make sure that that student was able to get around and make sure that he had a good time. I was in awe of her selflessness and so impressed with her interaction with this young man. Because of this, I think Isabella is the perfect candidate for Do the Right Thing. Thanks to her friendship and kindness, she has shown that she is a friend to everyone. So today, we're recognizing Isabella Moniz for doing the right thing. That is amazing, Isabella. Keep it up. Is Michelle Smith here? In the back. Thank you so much for your nomination. What would you like to be when you get older?
A police officer.
On a roll. Ty Ryder from Union Elementary School. Kristen Turner, who nominated Ty, stated, "I ask myself daily, what would I do without Ty? Character is defined in our building as doing what is right even when no one else is looking. We just had a parent-teacher conference, and I had the privilege of telling Ty's mom about some of the remarkable things Ty does on a daily basis. As I was talking, you could tell Ty had no clue that I had noticed all of the empathy and care that he has given for a classmate. This year, we have the opportunity to have a Spanish-speaking student included in our classroom for part of the day. He started the year just as any other student, except that he could not speak or understand English. I myself was a little nervous about this challenge. What could I do to help get him settled? How can I help him understand what I mean? How can I make him feel comfortable in his own classroom? As I was asking myself these questions nightly, I started to notice that each day he was getting it with little help from me. That's because Ty had stepped in. Ty was seated across from him, and we called the person across from us our turn and talk partners. Ty was doing so much more. He would diligently help him know exactly what to take out of his desk and what to put away. He would direct him to the problem or paragraph we were working on. He would go as far as to draw pictures for the student so that he could understand the subject matter better. Ty just did these things. Ty needed no coaching, no guidance, no directions from me. He just did it because Ty has the kind of compassion and empathy everyone could learn from. So back to my original question. What would I do without Ty? Well, I'm glad I don't have to answer that because he is exactly what every classroom needs. Thanks to his kindness and friendship, he has made a difference in the classroom and in the life of a classmate. So today, we're recognizing Ty Ryder for doing the right thing. Is Miss Kristen Turner here? Thank you for your nomination. What would you like to be when you grow up, Ty?
Scientist.
I like that. A lot of science. Christian Townsend? Most Holy Trinity Catholic School? Christian was nominated by Dr. Cyrita Holland, who stated, Christian Townsend treats all others with kindness. Whenever he sees a student being pushed or hears a student name calling or laughing at another student, Christian immediately, without thinking twice, tells them to stop. He says, you're bullying, you're making that student sad. Stop, that's bullying. Christian always says it loud enough for all of the teaching staff to hear in the school locations all of the time. Christian wanted to stomp out bullying, so Christian was excited to silkscreen a t-shirt with his mom's help saying, do not bully, do not bully, do not bully, do not bully. You have that shirt on now, don't you? Can we see it? So Christian and his mom made the shirt line on a website to be pre-ordered. He wore his Do Not Bully t-shirt during the school's Red Ribbon Week. Christian also gave one to his teacher, too, to wear to help students become aware of how to stick up for themselves when they're getting bullied. The school is sharing the website online with students and family to pre-order these Do Not Bully t-shirts. So thanks to his bravery in the face of a bully and kindness he has shown, he will stand up against a bully for anyone. So today, we're recognizing Christian Townsend for doing the right thing. Is Cyrita Holland here?
Sarita's not here, but I'm the school counselor and kind of filling in like our friend.
Yeah, we're glad to have you. Thank you so much. What do you want to be when you grow up?
A SWAT.
So, SWAT team member. I love that. All right, thanks, buddy.
Can you come here for 1 second so I can get a picture of your t-shirt? Can you smile with that t-shirt on too? Awesome, thank you, sir.
Emily Turner from Smithston School. Ms. Shanna Gerberding, who nominated Emily, stated, I would like to nominate Emily Turner for doing the right thing. Emily is on top when it comes to caring for others. She's extremely observant, helping others when she notices a shoe untied or a dropped pencil on the floor. She's quick to help, stack the chairs at the end of the day, or locate the owner of a found glove or maybe a lost lunchbox. She's the epitome of kindness, as everything she does always is so gentle and so helpful. The biggest difference Emily makes, though, is with a specific student in class. The student has endured multiple open heart surgeries and has a long list of physical challenges that she has to overcome on a daily basis. The student had a hard time performing tasks that require a lot of gross motor skills. However, I rarely notice the student struggling because it's Emily who's always there to help her. Going back to kindergarten, Emily has always looked out for the student, developed a bond with her, and loved being her friend and her helper. So when the two children started first grade with me this year, the student's physical constraints were never an issue because whatever she couldn't do herself, Emily would help her with. I never asked Emily to do these things. Emily just automatically did so. Many times I have caught Emily watching the student when she knows she might struggle and has always had just the right touch to help her. She's never bossy or rude. She's simply caring, kind, and compassionate. Emily has made our daily routine easier for me because she's always helping me watch out for when the student may need assistance. I don't know what I would do without the kindness that radiates out of Emily each and every day. Emily is a blessing to have in my classroom, and I'm so proud of her and the compassion that she has for others. Thanks to her kindness and friendship, she has made a difference in her classroom and in the life of a friend. So today we're recognizing Emily Turner for doing the right thing. Is Ms. Gerberding here? Thank you for your nomination. Emily, what would you like to be when you get older?
A veterinarian.
A veterinarian. Working with animals. Ladies and gentlemen, once again, please congratulate our Do the Right Thing winners for November and December. Each and every Do the Right Thing story we share with you is inspiring. Please know that the top stories are chosen out of 100 nominations. Each and every month, every child nominated does receive a certificate of recognition and a t-shirt as well. And yes, every single child is a winner and they are recognized. Please help us to promote Do the Right Thing, the Do the Right Thing program by advocating nominations, by promoting good character traits. We help children build their self-esteem. We all have a chance to make a difference. Now I'd like to take a moment to acknowledge other people in the room who deserve a big round of applause. Would the parents, guardians, teachers, and family members of our Do the Right Thing winners please stand? Anyone else I may not have mentioned also stand, please. Maybe everybody stand. Do we need to stretch? We can all have a round of applause. We are very sincerely grateful to all of you for being part of this program. Your support of Do the Right Thing keeps doing the right thing going. Please remember to refer to the website listed on the front page of your program. You can get to the Facebook page and, of course, watch KMOV Channel 4 this evening to see our winners. We want you to have a very safe and wonderful day. Congratulations again to everyone.
There you go. We're waving and we're smiling and we're looking in here and we're happy because we're not at school right now. We're not at school right now. Yes, I'm kind of crazy. We're still not at school. So, how many people are getting out of a test right now? Anybody? Oh, he's getting out of a test. So not fair. Okay, here's where the magic happens. Are you ready? On the count of 3, we're going to switch to our other hand. 1, 2, 3, switch to your other hand. And we're waving, and we're still happy about it. We're still happy. And we even got teachers out of class today, too. How many teachers in here didn't have to go to school today? Yes. We got out of school and we got our teachers out because we're good. And how many people know that you now have a gift card in your bag right now so you get to go shop?